Hello again. Welcome to another edition of CropLife Retail Week. Paul Schrimpf joined by Eric Sfiligoj. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Paul. I see your back shelf is becoming more populated by the minute with stuff. Shot glass is very nice. A couple of awards, a little Browns figurine I think I see there, and I'm not sure. Are those books on the far end there? I think they are actual physical books. Nice job.
Actual agriculture books. Yes.
Wow. They still make books? Holy cow, that's amazing.
Well, yeah, I need all the street cred I can get, so anything I put back here that actually looks like a textbook I may have read once upon a time, or at least, breeze the pages through a couple times, and that probably helps me. Can't hurt.
No, it looks very, very, very nice. So you even got the little artsy picture on the wall there, and I don't know if what is that, a Monet or something? I can't quite tell from here.
No, it's a street artist. It was in Quebec City when we went to. I think we bought it on the boardwalk. It's the Chateau Frontenac, the big hotel the iconic hotel that's over the top of the city. It looks out over the St. Lawrence Seaway.
Very nice, very nice. Well, yes. Okay, you're classing the place up. We like it, Paul.
More than most people needed to know, but there you go. So wanted to mention. We'll start off today with what I've been consumed with the last couple of weeks was the launch of a new event called TechHub Live, which knock on wood, by July 2021 we'll have hopefully have this pandemic kind of under control, if not fully under control, and we'll be able to have a live event and really interact and learn from each other. So we're focused on technology, and we want to talk about technology and how it's intersecting all the different aspects of agriculture, from crop protection to fertilizer to seed, to soil to sustainability. Bring all the stakeholders together and talk about how all these different products and services are delivering value on the farm. So we'll have CCA accredited program, a full line of CCA accredited programming. Plus, we'll have some really future-looking stuff, looking at technology and how it's going to impact agriculture down the road. And we want to get stakeholders again from across the industry. We want to be able to have conversations on the ground, but also kind of looking out in the future, and those that kind of interact with what's happening in the business side and how you can increase and improve the way you do business with technology in mind. So TechHub Live, I guess July 20th to 21st, coming in 2021. TechHubLive.com is the website. There's more details there and more to come as the program unfolds. Feel free to drop me an email if you have any questions, and we'd love to see you there in Des Moines in July.
Yeah, that'll be nice, Paul. I think I can speak for many viewers when I say it would be absolutely fantastic to be able to A, get back out on the road again, B, see all my friends in person rather than on video conferencing, and C, I don't even know if I remember how to shake hands anymore. It has been a very long time since I had that kind of human contact. I'm hoping it's like riding a bike, that I'll remember once I see someone, but if I absolutely slap someone's elbow by accident, if I see them in person, it's just been the way it's been the last 9 or 10 months. So I'm sorry. So.
Yeah, well, we have to have a business etiquette retraining all across Meister, possibly. I don't know.
That's right. I don't even know how to fill out an expense report anymore. I haven't done it since February. So, oh my gosh.
How do I reserve a hotel room? How do I book a flight? I don't know. So what else is going on, sir?
Well, what else is going on? Of course, one of the things we've been talking about in a lot of videos recently is the fact that despite the trade dispute, the Chinese are definitely buying a lot of U.S. goods and have been all throughout 2020. And we had a report come out this week that says, looks by the end of the year that in total, China will end up buying about $31 billion worth of U.S. goods, total goods for the year. And in terms of agriculture, just some numbers of that 31 billion. Looks like it's going to be about $1.5 billion worth of corn that's been purchased, $1.8 billion of cotton, and the biggie, of course, was soybean, which looks like it'll top about $11 billion. So if my math is right, about 15 or so of 15 billion of that 31 billion is going to be coming from the agricultural sector. So that's a good number for the ag folks, and I think that they will appreciate the income coming their way from China.
Sure. Yeah, Twitter's been just full of happy tidings from folks selling crops and feeling good about it. So that's great. To have a bumper crop and to have demand continue apace is really fantastic. Hopefully it puts growers in a better place going into 2021.
Yeah, and speaking of growers, I did see a report that said that based on some of the USDA projections on the harvest, that the numbers are coming in a little lower than the initial projections were indicating, that commodity prices, the futures for commodity prices, are on the rise, and there's hope that going into 2021 that soybean and corn prices per bushel will actually be up significantly from 2020. So we'll see what happens there.
Terrific. So what else we have?
Well, unfortunately, it's become sort of a regular segment. Of course, the big news of the year is COVID-19, whether we want to really over-acknowledge it, under-acknowledge it, whatever. But just mentioning, of course, it's out there. And show organizers, for the most part, have steered clear of holding in-person events because they're worried about getting people sick at those events, and they don't really want that to happen. We found out this week a couple more events are going virtual and not going to be in person. The Weed Science Society has announced that their event that was going to be held in November 2020 is going virtual, and they're also taking their early 2021 event virtual as well. And then a big one, Paul, I think you've been to this one, the Agricultural Outlook Forum, which was supposed to take place in mid-February in 2021, is now going virtual as well for next year. So again, I know they're talking about vaccines and possibly the population getting, vaccinated against COVID going into late spring, early summer next year. But in the meantime, it looks like early winter shows and early spring shows that would normally be on the calendar are now just going to be virtual events, not in person. So,
yep. Yeah, the more we go in, the more it looks like we're going to be hunkering down for at least the first half of this winter to get through this latest phase. But the light at the end of the tunnel looks pretty bright. So we're
yes. Although I know that here where we live in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, our county just put in a stay-at-home recommendation that goes into effect, I think, went into effect this week and runs through just, I think, December 17th, if I remember reading correctly. So basically telling people if you don't have to go out, don't, and try to limit your exposure to other people. Which brings us to one other thing we should talk about, and I see your characters are behind you there. Thanksgiving is coming up. This 2020 Thanksgiving is going to be unlike a lot. I know CDC is recommending people don't travel for Thanksgiving and don't gather in large groups, which is kind of the point of Thanksgiving, or at least it always was. So I guess I'll be hunkering down with some turkey breast and my father and my son and the dog, and we'll keep it nice and tight this year. It won't be a big family gathering, but just to honor Thanksgiving, I have my pilgrim candle. This was something my mother always put on the table next to the turkey, so I dug it out of storage and sharing it with our viewers. And I see you've got a couple of pilgrims behind you too. So
I just got this image of you holding a turkey leg with wearing a sweatshirt, watching football in an easy chair. That's like, I can't get that out of my head. So by yourself, which probably was what I'll be doing. That's like,
yes.
So yeah, this guy and that gal over there, I actually got these from school in kindergarten, if you can believe that.
Oh my gosh! Did you make them? Or they...
I managed to get them home and not destroy them.
Right, but did you make those yourself or no?
Oh no, hell no. Yeah, I made that.
Hey, you made a shelf. I mean, come on, I'm giving you some props here. So
I'm a genius. Wow, artistic savant. Who would have known? But no, so I brought home my mother, who's my only surpassed by my dad as far as being a pack rat, saved everything, and then when she was kind of divvying up things in the house, she made sure she remembered to I want you to take these home and put these up in your own house now. So she's up in heaven laughing at me because I'm publicizing this to the world, that she was, one, a pack rat, and two, made sure that everybody got the stuff that they brought to the house. So yeah, so now these are in our living room. They're a mainstay on the mantle of the living room. I think everybody's got something like that in this world. You know, there's some piece of their past. But yeah, that's an oldie, probably the oldest thing I've got from a decoration standpoint, but it's a classic.
Wow. Yeah, no, very, very nice. So yeah, to all of our viewers out there, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you have an enjoyable one here in 2020, since it'll be a little bit more oddball and maybe less festive than normal. But like you and I've pointed out, the main point of Thanksgiving is the eating. So as long as food is available, I suppose I will be enjoying myself. So
food and football, sir. That's all we need, food and football. 4 days. A 4-day coma.
There we go.
All right, well, that's it for this edition of CropLife Retail Week. Thanks for joining us, and we will indeed see you next week.
If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comment section below.
Your feedback is important to us. We'll try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode.
And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.